Hey guys, it's me, Kid Critter, and today I'm going to show you how to set up an enclosure for isopods. And so the enclosure I have right now is for my giant orange isopods, or Persilo scabbard variety orange. So, if you want a pet that you can really see a lot, you probably shouldn't choose these because you only see them once in a while. They really like to hide, although if you have a large number of them, you will see more on the surface. And I'm going to try to show you my largest one here, which I just happened to find by that stick. So you can see this is my largest one by far that's in the enclosure right now. And they do sell isopods that can be about that big. I think that's another kind of Persilo isopod. But generally, let's see, there's one right here. Generally, you'll have them about that size. It's can be a baby, I guess. But the babies, actually, like the true babies, can be really, really small. So I'm going to try to find another one. They eat this substrate, although you can put in carrots and other stuff if you want. That will, like, increase their productivity and stuff. So, come on. So they do kind of roll into a half ball when they're scared. So, kind of like roly-polies. And so this guy is a bit smaller, but he's also a lot oranger. So what you basically need is I have Lugarte's premium isopod millipede substrate, so that's a really good substrate to use. And then I just have a couple sticks for them to hide by. And I've got some larger pieces of peat moss because that can help kind of keep the humidity and stuff. I've got a really dry corner over here and a really wet corner over here. And so some isopods will hang out in the wet corner and some will hang out in the dry corner. Although more hang out in the wet corner. Although it's good to have both just because some will just, it's good to just kind of have that microclimate in there. And so what they're used for is some people use them to feed their insects, or like you could use them to feed mantises, although some people also use them to feed fish. You can feed, let's see, dart frogs with them, small geckos, so a lot of stuff will eat these. But you can also use them as cleaner uppers. So they're really good at eating away all the mold from leftover food. I have them for my whip spiders enclosure because they will eat the mold that doesn't eat. And so they're really good at that. That's really their main purpose for people, although some people use them as food. And so if you want to get some of your isopods, I recommend buying them either like within 24-hour or 48-hour shipping if online, or if you know a pet store that sells these, then you can go there too and buy them. I bought them at the pet store where I get all my other inverts and everything. It's a great store. So yeah, you can buy them at the store or online, and then you'll have a setup like this, a kind of small enclosure with some substrate, a couple branches, maybe some dry leaves, peat moss, and you'll have carrots to feed them. And then you'll also, don't release them straight into whatever you're using them for. Put them in an enclosure like I have, so then you can culture them, which basically means like kind of gain numbers with them. You won't buy one isopod, you'll buy 20, because then the isopods will breed and you'll have a lot more, so then you can release the extras into your vivarium or as pet food. Anyways, see you guys.